What is up, everybody? This is John with Archer Film. Oh, R.I.P. to Donald Sutherland. What an amazing actor. He is someone that anytime he shows up in any movie, his gravitas, his look, his voice, the complexity of what he's able to do as an actor was just always front and center. Really sad. I mean, he's just so good. He has just been in so many movies as well. I'm just going to go over some of his best performances and some of the ones that stand out the most. Number one is Ordinary People, the 1981 Best Picture winner, Best Actor, Best Director, all these things, directed by Robert Redford, from a script by Alvin Sargent. Is outstanding. It's a great movie. Timothy Hutton won. Mary Tyler Moore kills it. But with this story, Donald Sutherland as the patriarch of the family, I know people use nuance and subtle a lot, but his performance is so good. It's so quiet, and it's heartbreaking. And by the end, you're just like, wow, he is the glue that holds the family together, and in my opinion, his performance holds that film together. Also, the therapist scene is basically the same one from Good Will Hunting, so check that out. It's a great scene. Next up would be one of my favorite movies. I just watched this recently, is the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers from 78. Not the original. The original one's the 50s, but this was 78. The Philip Kaufman version with Donald Sutherland and Leonard Nimoy. It is outstanding. Jeff Goldblum as well. It's so creepy and so uncomfortable, and the soundtrack, which is like barely any music, it's just these quiet, unsettling, wet streets of San Francisco, and it's got one of the best horror endings ever. Seek that out. It's so good. Next, we have Don't Look Now. I just watched that recently, too. I've just been obsessed with these movies from the 70s, and his performance is really good, and Julie Christie is really good, and they have amazing chemistry, and the sort of the love scene is just unlike many that you'll see. It's just very tender and realistic. It just feels like a real love scene between a husband and wife. And it's a weird kind of mystery, thriller, supernatural thing. There's a lot of imagery in it. And it's okay. Like it kind of left me like, what was that about? But it's got some good stuff. It's pretty interesting. Another one of my favorites is his performance in MASH as Hawkeye Pierce, the Robert Altman film. Robert Altman, he has some absolute masterpieces. He kind of pioneered this sort of, we'll call it mumblecore, but he pioneered like the art of like having people talking over each other and having just as much background discussions as the main dialogue. And it just creates this natural environment for the characters. And MASH is very funny. Donald Sutherland, Elliot Gould, Tom Skerritt. It's fantastic. It's very funny. Seek that movie out. Next, of course, Pride and Prejudice as the patriarch of that family. It is so good. He's got such a great role in that, where he's surrounded by all the women of the Bennett family, and he's just, a strong and caring father, and it's fantastic. So, and very funny. Next, we have him as, I guess his name was Mr. X in JFK. He plays basically this confidential informant that basically, tells the Kevin Costner character that that the Secret Service was ordered to stand down in Dallas. Just one of those memorable roles. He shows up, kills it, and he's great. Just like any other thing he's been in. He shows up, he kills it, he's great, and it's nuts. Another great one from the 70s is Clute. I think it's from the 70s. The Alan J. Pakula film. I mean, he also did all the President's Men, but it's with Donald Sutherland, Jane Fonda. It's a mystery thriller. It's got a great ending. It's so good. Better than Don't Look Now. So if you're thinking of something like that, like, this is definitely a good one. And again, he's been in so many movies. An American Haunting, of course, the Hunger Games movies and all that stuff. But, man, R.I.P. Donald Sutherland, you will be missed. What an iconic actor. The amount of films that he's been in and what he brings to a role, it's just never going to be duplicated, man. Amazing and sad loss. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.